fire! Air! Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. The only Avatar vanished after the Fire Nation attacked. 100 years of passing, and the Waterbender A became ready to save anyone. And to this current day, we look up to the elements of benders in history to our own team of elements called tea sippers. Take it away, Cosplay Tea Time!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cosplay Tea Time, a fun community of cosplayers bringing you podcast recordings where we'll talk about different themes such as animes, fandoms, the art of cosplaying, holidays, conventions, and so much more, which today we're going to be talking about the theme of a certain fandom that has definitely gained some popularity over the last couple months, which is Avatar the Last Airbender. We're going to be talking about the show primarily, the animation show that came out in the early 2000s, and we're going to touch a little bit about the newly released series on Netflix. Hashtag not sponsored by anything. We're also going to be covering The Legend of Korra as well, talking about favorite moments from that series as well. But before we get into all of that, we want to introduce our lovely guest and tea sippers here, starting with...
Hey, I am Moody. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, anywhere as Moody McSnooty, or if you want to find me on TikTok, Moody McSnooty 2. And that is it from me.
Yay, thank you for joining. Your makeup's amazing.
I tried.
It's good. I love it. So, yay. We have a friend for tea. So, real quick, my name is Jen. I'm the founder of Cosplay Tea Time, as well as today's host. I go by she, her pronouns. You can find me YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at JenPeriodCosplays45. And today, I'm not dressed very fancy, but I did have yellow sweater, orange sweater, so I thought I'd represent the airbender gang and all that stuff. So, yeah. It's also, apparently my element is also air, so I was like, why not? It works. So, alrighty, and with intros done and out of the way, I have one icebreaker question for today, with it being, if you could plan like a dream photo shoot, like any type of photo shoot, it could be like a certain fandom, it could just be a random meetup, but if you could do a photo shoot, who would you want to have in your photo shoot? Where would it be at? And what would you all be dressed as? Or what would you all be doing?
Ooh, I don't know. I feel like I would have to do one Avatar. Because Avatar, I feel like Avatar was kind of like my first thing getting into anime, because I used to watch it throughout elementary, and then The Legend of Korra, I think for I want to say middle school, but I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. I'm not good with time, but
It's okay.
I watched Avatar, Legend of Korra, all those, and started getting into that. But I feel like, is it fictional characters that we could, or is it just cosplayers wise?
I was thinking cosplayers wise. I didn't think of fictional characters.
Oh. I don't know.
It's okay.
So I definitely do Avatar the Last Airbender.
Yeah. Definitely. Sounds like fun. Get all the nations together and ready.
Kind of like that scene when Zuko becomes the Lord, and then they're all huddled in lines.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I like that a lot. So, let's see. Dream photo shoot would definitely be with the members of Cosplay Tea Time. I just want to get everybody, because we're all scattered throughout the globe, which is totally fine. But I would get everybody and just kind of meet somewhere. I don't know. I was hoping for RTX, but RTX got canceled for 2024, so yeah, it's a bit sad. So hopefully 2025, maybe, but somewhere in the USA, somewhere. I don't know. If it's local to me, that'd be nice. But if we gotta travel, that's fine. I enjoy traveling.
Yeah.
So go somewhere nice and just hopefully it's a nice pretty day. We get dressed up in whatever cosplays we want. I have a feeling we're all probably pretty much gonna be in Ruby cosplays.
Ooh.
Be a Ruby cosplay shoot. So me just
Damn,
running around
you
with a
take
hammer.
me.
Yes. So I think that would be fun to do one day. Girl can dream. That's why I
Yeah.
said dream photo shoot. So it's like you never know. Maybe one day. Let's see. Okay, so that was my only icebreaker question. I'm gonna do like a very small commercial break, and then we're gonna get into today's themes. So here we go, rock and roll. So if this is your first time joining Cosplay Tea Time, welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your day to sit, have a cup of tea, enjoy just listening to us talk and ramble about different subjects and sharing stories and all that good stuff. So we've started since about July 2021. Started really posting in like early 2022. So we've just been talking about everything. We have a whole Google Doc of stuff. So yeah. So if you're a cosplayer out there and you would like to join, please make sure to message us on our Instagram. We have a link tree down below. Instagram's a little bit easier. We can kind of see those messages right away. So, and make sure to follow lovely guesting tea sippers. So, took time to be here, which is awesome. So, yep. And just want to say too, thank you to viewers out there for watching. Thanks for tuning in, liking, commenting, subscribing. If you're listening on Spotify, I did see a thing where you can like leave stars, like a star review or something. And then there was like a little comment. I think it was only for me to see, but it was like, let your viewers know to leave 5 stars. So here's me telling you, please leave 5 stars on our Spotify. So much appreciated. So yay, good stuff. Alrighty, and that's all. Just want to say thank you. So I'm just really, really excited about today's theme because it's awesome. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get into Avatar the Last Airbender as well as The Legend of Korra. So I'm going to be briefly just a small script about each one. With the first one being Avatar the Last Airbender came out on Nickelodeon on February 21st, 2005. The series consists of 3 seasons that follow Avatar Aang and his friends Sokka, Katara, Appa, and Momo, as Aang sets out to complete the other 3 elements and their bending abilities, water, earth, and fire. They meet other characters along the way, some friendly and others not so much, as they try to accomplish this task before a comet arrives. And then we have The Legend of Korra came out on Nickelodeon on April 14, 2012. The series consists of 4 seasons. The story takes place 70 years after the Avatar The Last Airbender, where Korra has mastered 3 out of 4 abilities, with the last one she needs to complete being air. She joins Tenzin, Aang's son, to learn and gain the ability to airbend and make some friends and enemies along the way. So there you go. Little fun facts and synopsis of the show. So that's a little bit about what we're going to be discussing. So I should say too, spoilers along the way, especially towards the end. We're going to be covering briefly about the Netflix series. So we're going to start with our very, very first question. Get ready, Moody. When did you first learn about or watch Avatar The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra?
I'd say definitely elementary school, because I remember like waking up. Or wait, no, because I remember like during sometimes it'd be like the documentary shows about like animals, and then after that, I think it would come on later in the day. But I remember watching it in elementary school, and I want to say 2nd grade, I started watching it. I don't know. Definitely in elementary school, and then Legend of Korra. I started watching Legend of Korra later, because I remember I watched I watched all of Avatar, and then I got into The Legend of Korra after, and then started watching both of them.
Yes, very cool stuff. It's always exciting, like, even like waking up to like watch cartoons in the morning.
Yeah.
It's a highlight of childhood. So let's see. So I remember like seeing slash hearing like Avatar the Last Airbender like growing up, but it would always be like one of those shows where you don't know what's going on. Like I never got to like watch it chronologically until about 2 years ago. Yeah, in 2022, like the spring of 2022. I was just like, you know what? I think it's time. Netflix had, all the seasons, so I went ahead and pretty much binged it. I think towards the beginning I was a little bit slow, but then towards the end, like as things were picking up, it was like, ooh, this is getting good. So yeah, so I started 2022, and then I think shortly after, like the summer and winter, so like summer of 2022, winter of 2023, like early that range, January, February. That's when I started watching Legend of Korra. Because it is 4 seasons, so it was a little bit more to go through. Plus, also you have like all your other shows you gotta watch, so you gotta get through them all. So, yeah, recent fan. Okay. Next up, we have everyone's favorite question. Who are your top 3 favorite characters?
Kyoshi. Toph. And oh my god, I don't know. Either Sokka or Uncle Iroh.
I love Uncle Iroh.
Yes.
He's so sweet. Those are some good ones. So, yeah, I'd say my top 3 are Sokka, Katara, and Tylee. So, right here, Tylee. Signed by the one and only Olivia Hack. So it was nice meeting her, especially since I was like just finishing up the series because I was like worried she'd like quiz me or something, and I'm just like, have you finished watching? But she was really nice and sweet. So you can have a picture of it with her on Instagram. Go find that. I'm not going to, but it's out there. Promise. Okay, next up we have, what are some of your favorite moments slash quotes from either Avatar the Last Airbender or Legend of Korra?
Ooh. I want to say, I don't remember it, but it's like, I think it's Toph singing I Am the Melon Ward and like laughing.
Mm-hmm.
That or Sokka being like, it's the quenchiest.
Yes, the cactus
Then
juice.
the giant mushroom.
Maybe it's friendly. I think any and every Sokka moment is a good
Yeah.
moment.
And when Sokka and Aang like thinking, oh, we can just write a letter saying it's from Toph to an apology to Katara.
They did not think that through.
Yeah.
They tried though, but then Katara's like, she can't write because she can't see. It's like, oh my goodness, those two. They had every best intention. So
Yeah.
let me see. My favorite moments. I'm trying to think. I was about to say Boomerang, but that's the Dragon Prince. See, I'm gonna start like getting confused because Sokka is voiced by Jack De Sena, and Callum is voiced by Jack De Sena, and they both sound so close. And there's like a moment in the Dragon Prince about the boomerang, and it's just like, oh no, it begins.
I know.
I warned everyone in the chat too. I'm like, it might come out because for folks that don't know, the Dragon Prince is my current hyperfixation because Ruby is in Greenland. Yeah. Anyway, off track. So, favorite moments from the show. I had them in my head and now they're gone. Oh no. Oh, whenever they're like traveling and Katara's trying to pretend to be the airbender and they manage to like lift the rock and there's like a grate or something and the rock gets lifted and Momo's just sitting there and they're like, the lemur can airbend, and it's like, what?
It's like, no.
They're like, the girl is airbending.
Yeah.
It was sweet. They were trying to protect Aang, but Momo just poor timing.
Yeah.
But comedic, so good.
Yeah.
Pretty much any and every single scene that Appa is in, I want an Appa. Traffic in this area
Oh
is getting
no.
worse, and I would just love to just climb on Appa, say yip yip,
I
and
wish we
then
all had like a bunch of appas and be like,
yeah,
yip yip.
yes. Appa taxi service at your
Yes.
service.
Momo's the one that like drives Appa.
Oh, that's so cute.
I like that scene too where Appa and Momo are fighting in like those like outfits and like
Yeah. Those two are so cute. I can't remember any other scenes, of course. I was thinking about them too, and then they just disappeared. I don't know what's going on with me today. Maybe they'll come back later. We can just touch on it later. So. I'm trying to think like Legend of Korra if there was any scenes. Favorite scene.
oh, there's the one with oh my god, what's their grandson's name? There, I know there's Iki and Chinora.
Oh, it's like Milo?
Where Milo,
Mhm.
where Katara comes. He's like, "Who are you, woman?"
Oh, jeez.
And then Tenzin's like, "That's your grandmother."
Nice. Yeah. I thought it was sweet that during Legend of Korra they brought back Katara and Ta.
Yeah.
It was really sweet.
I wish they reunited though.
That would have been so funny.
Yeah.
I don't think
Just
we
like have
saw...
Toph like insulting at how old that Zuko and Katara was, be like.
So I don't think we saw Sokka in the Legend of Korra.
Yeah. Well, I think there was like the little bit where he was like at the council, but it was like a back thing.
Like a flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. It's okay. We'll get him next time. So,
Oh, and then there was the Miko the man. Miko the child. Miko the man.
You can definitely tell he was related to Aang. And silliness passed down. So I do like the scene when Jinora gets her tattoos and Tenzin realizes like that was so heartfelt. I was like, oh my god.
I know.
Got tears coming in my eyes. So that was really good. Let me see. We'll move on to the next question, which we were talking a little bit beforehand. So, which is, what is your favorite battle scene to watch?
Not the fall. It's when they take back Ba Sing Se from the Fire Nation, and Uncle Iroh and the rest of the White Lotus is there to like take it back. I like that part.
Yeah. Good old Uncle Iroh.
Yeah.
I guess that could be like one of my favorite quotes too. Is just like where he's just like, have some tea. He's just like, oh, we'll figure this out after a cup of jasmine tea or something. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
I would love to sit and have
He's like
tea
that
with Korra.
calming like old soul, and then Zuko's like,
there we go. Like all this stuff. But his story is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
To like come that far, get accepted into
Yeah, they did a lot of detail in the Zuko.
Good boy. Alright, let's see. Favorite fight scene would be towards the end of season 1 when they're at the North Tribe, Water Tribe and everything. And Aang gets like all upset about what's going on and he summons like that huge, I don't know what to call, water titan. I was listening to Attack on Titan earlier, but that's all that comes to mind. He just summons like this big water version to take down like the Fire Nation ships, and it's absolutely crazy. It's like that's how much power he could have, and he's just I know he's like over 100 years old, but he's still like a small child. So it's like crazy.
And then Arrow goes ham on what is it, General Zhao?
Is it Zhao?
He's like the one that kills the fish. And then Iroh just goes ham on him.
Oh yeah. It's like, no, we're called teammates.
He called his inner Zuko.
No. That was really well written scene, so a lot of good ones. That's all I could think of now. I think Legend of Korra, she summons like a giant version. I'm trying to remember. And then Janora has to go and like calm her down. I can't remember what season it was, but it was something similar to that.
Yeah.
That one. Let's see. We have another question, which is actually for you, which is, which elemental power would you want?
Ooh. I don't know. I feel like out of anything, I feel like I'd be more Earth-like because I'm a Capricorn and then Capricorn's Earth, but I think personality-wise, I'd say water. I'm not sure though.
Maybe you can match Mousey, because we were saying like Mousey was going to be a waterbender.
Yeah.
Mousey the waterbender.
Mix it together. Mud.
There you go. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so my zodiac sign is Gemini, so that's air. And I feel like sometimes I am a bit of an airhead and can't keep it together. But whenever I took, again, the Dragon Prince, I took the Dragon Prince quiz on like, well, which primal stone are you? And they use the elements there as well. I got Earth. So I was like, I mean, I guess I could see it. I mean, I try to stay down to earth and everything like that. I do try, but I do try to stay grounded in what I believe in. I try to stay solid in like strong relationships that I want to be a part of and everything. So I was like, sure, it's fine. Give me whatever. Okay. Next up, we have a favorite one that I came up with. This is so adorable, which is who, either in Avatar the Last Airbender or Legend of Korra, excuse me, who is your favorite animal? So I have a couple examples like Appa, Momo, turtle duck, otter penguins, badger moles, etc.
I'd say the turtle ducks, Momo. I'm trying to think of whatever ones there are. I kind of like those like lizards that could walk on water. Those are kind of cool. But I think at most, I think the turtle ducks and Momo.
Yeah, the turtle ducks were absolutely adorable. I just want to like scoop one up and make
I know. And then when Zuko like threw a rock, I'm like, no,
not the baby.
he's so cute.
Yeah. The turtle. Yeah, the turtle ducks, the otter penguins. At first, I was like, okay, that sounds cute, and then I looked at a picture, and I'm like, no, maybe not. So I'm gonna say turtle ducks and Appa. I just want to give Appa a big hug on
Yeah,
this.
Appa.
So
You
cute.
know.
Appa taxi service with Momo as the driver, with like one of those little driver caps.
Yeah, the little hat. It's like, come aboard. Get on the Appa Express.
Appa Express. Oh. Okay, let's see. Next up, we have which Avatar the Last Airbender / Legend of Korra cosplay would you want to do next?
Maybe Kyoshi, Toph.
Seems tall.
Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, it's like Kyoshi or Toph. And then for the Legend of Korra. Oh god, I don't know.
And then did she look up her name?
Who's Oh, I forgot her name. It's Korra's girlfriend.
I was looking her up.
Oh wait.
Cheating. I know we should know. Asame? Sato?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like her at first, but she slowly
Yeah.
grew on me. And then when they entered a relationship, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm hardcore stan. I don't know what their
Yeah.
ship name is, and I'm not looking
Or
it up.
actually, wait, Iki maybe. Or is it Iki? I think it's Iki.
Who's that again?
Iki's I think Aang's grandchild. I think I might be saying it wrong.
It's okay. Yeah, it's like Janora. Okay, and then like Iki's like the middle one.
Yeah.
So, were you done listing your cosplays? Those were some pretty good ones. I definitely see you as Toph, though. 100%.
Yeah.
I love that
I
idea.
just need like maybe do like hair extensions as for like the bun, and then like I don't know if I need a wig because I don't have bangs
Mm.
because my hair is like down the here.
Yeah.
But
Let's see. Yeah, I think Asami
yeah.
would be fun to cosplay. Maybe Katara. I don't want to offend anybody, but if not Katara, then oh, I'm not very good with names, let alone fictional
Yeah.
names. What is up with that? Oh, Ty Lee, right here. That's why I brought her out. And I could definitely
Tiny.
do Ty Lee. So yeah, those might be on the board, might not be. So, all right, we have one more question for the night. Major spoiler warning ahead, because we will be talking about Netflix adaptation of Avatar the Last Airbender. So, let me see. I gotta pull up my notes. I'm not gonna go too much in depth. But what were your thoughts so far about the Netflix show of Avatar the Last Airbender?
I personally like. I think there's some good parts. I somewhat liked it, but I wish it was like. I wish it kind of lined up a little more with like the animation version,
Mm.
like with the secret tunnel. Though I did like when they started singing it. I'm like, the music in it is good. I'm like
Is
that and the
amazing.
Kyoshi scene. I'm like the Kyoshi scene got me. I'm like
So good.
the Kyoshi scene, the Uncle Iroh scene with the funeral. I'm like,
That should have came with the warning label to bring
I
tissues.
know.
Even one of our other tea sippers, who I wish was here, Willow, even said like, "Why didn't you warn me?" I was like, "I'm sorry." And they're the ones with the tissues always. Come on, Willow. No, it's okay. But yeah,
Yeah,
those are good
trying
scenes.
to think about other ones. Then I think they did compared to the older version, but like compared to the older live action version, I think they did like the bending like better too,
Yeah,
because it looked like
it was pretty
more
good.
like pleasingly to the eye.
Good way to put it. I was saying the bending looks more
Yeah,
fluid.
yeah.
Okay, let me see. I'm not going to go too much into detail. I did enjoy the music. Is so good, especially the orchestral
Mm.
in the background. So good. Leaves on the Vine. Started
I
crying.
know.
It's like, no. So, yeah, I just felt like, I mean, they did warn it was going to be a more serious tone. It wasn't
Mm.
like light, kid-hearted playfulness and all this stuff. Some of the jokes didn't
Yeah,
quite stick the landing, so to speak. I definitely feel like Aang wasn't just like this small child in this new world, not like new world, but like this unknown world and stuff, and being his quirky self. So it definitely felt rushed. Um, and I noticed too, oh, the big thing that made me very upset was there was no spirit library. Maybe
oh
maybe it
yeah,
might come up in a later season. I was thinking about that when I was typing. I was like, maybe it's
yeah,
just not ready now. But the spirit library was like one of my favorite scenes. Like
yeah.
could not get
Hopefully the spirit library, because then
mm-hmm,
if they do a season 2, they'll have to like introduce Toph, and then
mm-hmm,
like then Appa being like
mm-hmm.
taken
Taken.
away.
Because there's so much that happens during that whole
Yeah,
episode. They discover about the comet, they find out like the weakness, like, all
yeah.
this stuff. And then they come back and Appa's missing, and then Aang goes berserk, and it's just like, and you're sitting there like, this is a children's show. Great. I thought the same thing whenever they mentioned like the blood bending.
Yeah.
I remember that scene so clearly because I'm just sitting there like, this is a children's show.
Yeah.
What just happened? That was crazy. So, yeah, those were my little quick notes about. I'm not gonna give you an essay, Netflix. You can relax. There's other people making great videos about it and stuff. Those were just my 2 cents. I
Yeah.
thought I'd give. So my 2 pennies. 2 pennies. Alrighty, so that's all the questions I have for today with Avatar the Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. But as always, I like to turn over to the guest and tea sippers, see if they have questions for me or for folks in the chat.
I personally do not. Katara, do you have any questions?
She's like, drink your water. She's like, I'm a water
Yes,
bend, but drink your water. Drink some tea.
Drink the water.
Uncle Ira says, have a cup of tea. I wish I had jasmine tea. Maybe next time I'll get some at the store. But
Have a cup of tea.
tea.
Got to be.
Got to. No questions. I'm sure I'll come up with a question within the chat and stuff. Might just be like, who's your favorite character? What kind of element would you want to bend? I'd be interested to know. So, just want to say thank you, Moody, for joining me, chatting about very exciting shows. So, just want to say too, make sure you follow and support Cosplay Tea Time. Make sure, if you're interested, you message our Instagram. We'll get you squared away so you too can join awesome, amazing community as well as some podcast recordings. So until the next one, we hope everyone's taking care, staying safe, and as always, keep sipping light. Bye, everyone.
Bye.